Born and bred in Tuscaloosa, not raised in Baton Rouge. Didn't ride no wagon train to Norman or to Boone. They said I'd never make it, just a name they overlook. Now I'm burning up their game plans and ripping up their books. No 5-star shine, no silver spoon. I came up grinding on a Friday night moves. Now they feel me coming like a 4th down blitz. Got them talking sideways, throwing fits. But I must admit, I can't quit. 'Cause I'm the outlaw of college football. Ain't no stripes can hold me back. I don't need their legacy or no booster money stack. I don't bow to no tradition. Ain't no handshake deals I need. I just play for pride, for fire, and the will to make them bleed. I ain't on your media darlings list. No Heisman hype, no clean-cut script. But every time that whistle blows, I leave my soul out on that road. They talk about dynasties and brands, but I built mine with my own hands. Ain't got no statue, no parade, just broken dreams and lines I've led. I'm the outlaw of college football, the storm they never saw. I don't fit their pretty picture, but I still outrun them all. Don't need no love from ESPN, just a line to cross and dirt to win. Yeah, I'm the outlaw, the rebel in this brawl. I ain't here for fame or fortune, ain't no puppet on a string. I'm here to wreck their castles and crown myself a king. I'm the outlaw of college football, tattooed in scars and grit. I write my story on the field, and I never call it quits. Let the legends play their history. I'll write my own new lore, 'cause I'm the outlaw. Yeah, I'm the outlaw, kicking down the damn front door. 'Cause I'm the outlaw of college football. Ain't no stripes can hold me back. I don't need their legacy or no booster money stack. I don't bow to no tradition. Ain't no handshake deals I need. I just play for pride, for fire, and the will to make them bleed. 'Cause I'm the outlaw of college football.
Woo! And that is the Outlaw of College Football song. I've having plenty of requests on that song. A lot of people want to actually download it, so maybe I need to put it on Spotify and maybe put a patent on that shit. Hell, I might have a one-hit wonder. What do y'all think? But I'm a little late getting in here tonight. I sent Killer Breeze an invite. Just coming in here, basically having an open forum tonight. I put a bunch of topics up here to try to, encourage the most popular topics this week, which is the NFL playoffs, what ICE is doing in Minnesota, Trump and his conquest of the world from Venezuela to Greenland to the Panama Canal. And then, of course, college football, which is always our forte. Looks like Oklahoma's got some good news so far for 2027, but, it's still a long ways off, so let's just not get overreactive about that just quite yet. And then, of course, the liberal SPASTICS, who we like to grill regularly because they basically have been shit in the bed for everybody, whether you're a Republican or a Democrat, Tea Party, whatever. I think we all can agree that liberal SPASTICS are absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, unequivocally, 155% absolutely the problem in this world. I say we just put them on a Titanic tube, set them out to sea, and set that thing to sink 500 miles off the coast of Iceland. What do y'all think about that? Got 15 people up in here already. If you don't mind, smash the like button for me. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, share it out, like, share, comment, subscribe. Those are the big four, and they're all absolutely free. You can also join the Outlaw Posse. We've got that back up now that demonetization is over, since they punished me for resharing Charlie Kirk TikTok videos. Let's go ahead and give the random four horsemen shout-outs of the day. They go to The Bomb, John Hazelton, Corrections 101, and Denizen 9998. I'm out up, saddle up, and ready to go. They're going to help us with today's college football, or not even college football, everything invasion. We're going to invade everything. Just like Donald Trump, man, we're going to invade everybody. We're just going to invade everybody. The Chinese and the Russians, y'all don't belong over here in the Western Hemisphere. It's basically all Donnie Boy is trying to tell y'all. And I didn't know this. I saw something on the news the other day that said right after the Revolutionary War, there was a treaty signed in the Battle of Quebec. Damn. A treaty signed in the Battle of Quebec, I think it was, right after the Revolutionary War, that basically said that we was going to allow Canada to be independent until we deemed that they no longer need to be independent. So, looks like they're running the shit in the ground up there in Canada. So, if you take Greenland, you already got Alaska, the United States underneath, you basically box in Canada, and they'll end up, as Benny Johnson says in one of his videos I'm going to bring up here in a little while, make the Canadians bend the freaking knee. And as always, the very first person up to bat tonight was Big Kev, 1994. He says, happy Sunday, Outlaw. Happy Sunday, Big Kev. He is a Clemsonite. Also, I'm going to put a link down here, and if y'all want to call into the show and come up in here and voice your opinion on anything that you want to talk about. You could talk about why Heath candy bars are better than Score candy bars. You can talk about Jennifer Aniston has a better ass than Jennifer Lopez, which is not true. I like the two Jennifers, but Lopez has the better ass. Y'all share me out. Let's get some people up in here. I've already sent an invite out to Killer Breeze. I think he's trying to get his RV ready because he don't want to let down those people that have an inkling to take jabs at his RV, that being Burnt Toast, the Texas Long Turd, who's never in here. David Orwig says lousy Super Bowl officiators bringing in blue-haired people and trans lovers, shoving that perverted crap down our throats. That's true, but we allow it. We allow it, David. You just got to stop watching the shit, man. Or put some pressure on people in high places that can make it happen to where they don't do shit like that. Because Bad Bunny, nobody really knows who Bad Bunny is that watches football, really. People that watch football only know who Bad Bunny is because he's been mentioned here recently and because he was on WWE for a little while doing some kind of wrestling angle. That might be the only way people know who Bad Bunny is. We need a commish that isn't caving in to the left. That is true. There is an article that I need to bring up for y'all about the SEC and Big Ten. Let me type it in real quick. Yeah, here it is. I'll bring this up in just a second for y'all. As you know, the SEC and the Big Ten could not come to an agreement this week on the future of the college football playoff. God damn, man, I got a damn freaking frog in my throat today. All right, let's see. We've also, there's so many comments in here already, I can't get to all of them. If you want to get your comment pushed to the top and have me address it directly, you can make a small donation to the money dollar sign down at the bottom down there. Click on that, write your comment out, and then however many characters you use in your messages is how much you have to pay for it. If it's a long message, you're going to have to pay at least $5 to $10. But and that can help keep the lights on around here. And we'll push your comment to the top, and we'll address it accordingly. Fred Bagley's in the house. When are you going to rejoin the posse, Fred? We got to get you back in the posse, brother. Used to seeing Fred with a badge. Yeah, I was having some issues, David. John Ritchie says, what's up, JPC? What's up, John Ritchie? Russell Neese is in the house. Russell Neese says, hey, Outlaw, Killer Roughneck, waiting for Killer Roughneck to get in here. I think he must have slipped on the enema or something. He got it stuck in his ass. He'll be on here in a second. Lori's in the house. What's up, Outlaw? What's up, Lori? Killer, what's up, sweetie? Still got your man crush on Killer, huh? Yeah, I got a frog in my throat. A scratchy ass throat tonight, man. Lori. And speaking of Killer Breeze, there he is. He's got
what's happening?
They said something about you had slipped an enema in your ass and you got stuck or something. I don't know what they're talking about.
Starting off hot tonight.
I was trying to wait for that damn playoff game to be over with, but
yeah,
it stretched out a little bit longer. I think it's still going on. I'm not sure.
it is. Yeah, it is still going on. It's going to overtime.
Mary Caleb Williams' fingernails is coming into his own faggoty own.
Yeah, he's well, I mean, listen, having the talent was never the issue. You know what I mean? Having the talent was never the problem. He's got the talent. He just mentally is, shocking to me.
I hate it, man. I would like to root for him. I mean, I'd like to see the city of Chicago, man, get back on the map somewhat, although they are overtaken by that damn Beetlejuice-looking mayor. I think she's not the mayor anymore, but
she's not the mayor anymore. They actually have someone even worse than her, if you can believe it.
Yeah, that don't surprise me. And they keep saying, I wonder why their shit keeps smelling like shit. Well, it's because y'all keep doing shit, man. Y'all keep voting for the same shit. If you keep voting for shit, it's gonna smell like shit, right?
Pretty much.
I don't know if you heard today or not, but the SEC and the Big Ten was actually just the Big Ten. Once again, the Big Ten is dragging their freaking feet, just like they did back in the Rose Bowl days, to try to keep us from having any kind of playoff. They do not want to sign off on a 16-team playoff. Now, On 3 trying to make it sound like it's the SEC fault. They said the SEC doesn't want to go to 24, and they want to stay at 12. They don't want to stay at 12. They want to go to 16. And the Big Ten wants to go to 24.
The Big Ten
That's too many. That's just too many, man.
Well, you know why they want to do that. There's a reason why. Because you just look at, they know if they go to 16 teams, they know who's going to get the most teams. Think about the teams that would have made it this year that didn't make it. 2 of them would have been SEC teams. So you'd have had 7 SEC teams and 3 Big Ten teams. And he knows, they know, I think at the end of the day, they're going to block it. They're going to do it. They'll keep it at 12. They'll take their chances and keep it at 12 because they know it's going to keep SEC teams out, especially if they win another national championship, man. It's 3 in a row where the SEC hasn't been there. At a certain point, you have to just acknowledge reality and say, at least for the time being,
look, man, I can take fair criticism, but On 3 come across as very biased and having some kind of an agenda, whereas they're laying down with the Big Ten or something. Because there's like the SEC didn't want to expand the playoff. They wanted to stay at 12. And that's not the case. The SEC wants to expand the playoff to 16. Then they mentioned it later in the article, but the SEC did come back with 16 as an option. Well, no shit, man.
Yeah.
I mean, but to say that the SEC don't want to expand, that's a little bit misleading, man. That's not the case. They just don't. 24 is too many. They don't have 24 in the NFL, man. Why would you have 24 in college?
they want to bump it to 24, and I guarantee you their answer is six automatic from the SEC, six, or it'll be 5-5 or 6-6 from the Big Ten and the SEC. It's gonna be their way of trying to manipulate. Because the reality is this: if the Big Ten wins another national championship this year, or even if they don't, they made it to the national championship again, and the SEC hasn't made it to the game again. That's okay. You can say they're the better conference for now. They're not the better conference top to bottom, but they're winning the national championships. But it's basically because, the SEC just needs to adjust to this new world of, limited depth, competitive depth, and the portal, And once they start, and the other thing is, it's inevitable that we're going to get to collective bargaining at some point. And once we do, everybody's got to play by the exact same rules. The SEC will rise to prominence. It's inevitable. The football teams are just better, top to bottom programs.
It kills me because we're always vilified, and they always talk about, the SEC, the cheating conference is no longer winning because everybody gets to cheat. Y'all all been cheating the whole time, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
You can go out to freaking Montana State, and they were cheating. Everybody's been cheating since the 1920s. The only difference is the SEC bought better players. That's all it is, man. The teams in the Southwest back in the day, Oklahoma, Texas, and Texas A&M, and all those teams, they just bought better players, man. That's why they won. It's just like now. You got to be able to evaluate, man. And they make a big deal out of we got the winningest percentage in the last 2 years. Ooh, y'all got 2 years on us, man. That's great, man. Don't you just love the convenient timelines when people want to start counting wins and shit? That shit bothers me immensely. You know that.
Oh, yeah.
Let's start with a convenient timeline that's fair to everybody. Let's start with this century, and let's see what the winning percentages are then.
Oh, there's no question about it. And again, that's what I'm saying. That the fan bases, the from top to bottom, the SEC just has more passionate fan bases. The football is more important. It's gonna remain the best conference. It'll always have little peaks and valleys, but the overall trajectory is always going to be above.
That one time, Fred, I thought 8 was a good number, but they went right past that. They just like NASCAR that shit. They went to the outside and they held just like Cold Trick on Days of Thunder, right past number 8.
Yeah, we're never going back. No chance in hell. It is absolutely, and I hate to say it, but it's probably inevitable we get to 24.
Yeah, more than likely. I mean, and everybody, like I said, everybody tries to vilify us, and we're the ones that's actually agreeing with the little guys. The Big 12 and the ACC and the Mountain West, and all those teams, man, they all disagreed with the Big 10. They all on the SEC side, but we're the villains here.
Yeah. Well, they always got to have a reason to point to the SEC. They're going to take every chance they get. That's a fact. And but again, the SEC it's only a matter of time before they are back to winning national championships again. It's kind of freaked I mean, again, what Indiana's doing, I still don't quite understand it. I really don't. I mean, I really don't get it.
They're just going out and getting players that, to me, are hungry and a little bit older and mature and got something to prove, man. These guys that Alabama's bringing, they're 5-star athletes. They ain't proving shit, and you already give them money.
Yeah, I agree. But man, it just the fact that their offensive and defensive lines have dominated the way that they have with supposedly, I don't care whether it's older or not, it's their average is 2.9 stars, man. That's their average. So I don't understand how.
You're really taking a hit on this. If people think about it, is like these services that rate these players. They rate them 5 stars, and then they get their ass owned.
Well, I mean, maybe. I mean, but then you got to wonder, well, how come no team? How is Indiana the first? Really, this is the first. Kurt Signetti is the first great coach that was able to win with people at under fucking 3 stars. Like, I don't get that either. Like, how did it take this long before somebody was able to get this good with sub-star talent? Again, like, so much of it I don't understand.
Back in the day, Bud Wilkinson and Bear Bryant used to do it all the time with local kids. They didn't recruit nationally, really, not that much.
Well,
a lot of local
but
stuff.
still, they had great recruiting grounds. They were still getting great talent. I mean, but again, dude, they are, I do think being starters and being productive starters, which they all are, even if they are at, lower levels.
Thunder Road Youth Center says everybody's celebrating the SEC hasn't been in a national championship for 3 straight years. Yeah, well, we done to everybody else for 7 straight years. So now we're sort of getting a little bit of our own medicine, I guess. Let's just hope that any other time I'd root for the underdog. Any other time I would be on Indiana's side because I don't really like Miami. But, man, I cannot stomach those Indiana fans and the Big Ten people saying we've won 3 national titles in a row with 3 different teams.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I mean, if Indiana wins this damn thing, dude, this is like the as unbelievable as the movie Hoosiers was. This is so much crazier than Hoosiers the movie. This is so much crazier than a basketball team winning against better talent. Oh, should I say?
What gets me, man, and I really ain't got no proof to discount it, but it's like they act like they're unbeatable. Miami has no chance. I'm like, y'all do realize these guys played Old Dominion to a 2-score game early in the year, right? Yeah, they blew out Alabama, but so did Georgia. And you see what happened to Georgia with Ole Miss. So I'm just saying, I hope Miami spanks their ass and embarrasses them.
Well, so do I, obviously, and trust me, that tells you a lot because, dude, never in a million years did I ever think I'd be pulling for Miami to win a national championship. I mean, this just goes against everything I stand for in life.
It's the Big Ten thing for me, man. I can't stand them saying they got 3 in a row.
Well, that too. I mean, yeah, that too.
Because any other time I'm like you, I'd be rooting against Miami because I don't want to see Michael Irvin over there acting like a spastic on the sidelines.
Ray Lewis, fucking all of them, dude. Warren goddamn Sapp is going to be acting like a fool like he always does. It's going to be ridiculous, man.
All the thing they'll be missing is Terrell Owens and con-time Deion Sanders down there acting the fool on the sidelines, maybe. If they'd went to the U, they'd probably be there.
Well, that's what I was about to say. They don't need to be from the U to act like an ass. Those guys.
That's what I'm saying. They'll probably invite them anyway. Like, hey, we're all jackasses. Let's have a jackass party over on the sidelines.
It's possible. It's definitely possible.
Thunder OU Center says that Bud Wilkinson had World War II soldiers on his team. Well, everybody did. But Bud was able to evaluate those guys and get them to play, like Bear Bryant, like Nick Saban, like Kurt Signetti. Even though he's a damn weirdo, he's a weird cat, man.
Yeah, he is. I don't like him anymore. I used to like him. Now I'm not a fan. Yeah, John, there's a couple of guys from Miami. I guess they're okay, but still, man, I'm not happy. This is a no-win. This is a lose-lose situation. There's just one is a loss, and one is a devastating loss. Because if Miami wins, that sucks. But if Indiana wins, we're never going to hear the end of this. Indiana fans are going to talk, especially, dude, if this is the beginning of a run of Indiana championships. Oh my God. I can't even. I just threw up in my mouth a little. Tastes disgusting.
Sean Taylor, huh? John Ritchie likes Sean Taylor of the Miami Hurricanes. I guess
Wow.
did he go to the Miami Hurricanes, or are you talking about the Miami Dolphins?
Hurricanes.
Roy said you need to watch your mouth.
Yeah. That's not the first time I've heard that. I don't even disagree with it.
Never have understood the phrase "watch your mouth." Have you ever tried to look at your mouth? Can't see it.
Yeah, it's hard to do.
So
Man.
that's pretty much impossible, Lori. So,
Man, have you ever watched the movie Free Solo with Alex Honnold where he free solos, he climbs El Cap in Yosemite with no ropes?
mm-mm.
It's like 3,000 feet, dude. It's 3,000 feet of sheer rock, and he climbs it without ropes. You know, it's it's one of the scariest things. The first couple of times I watched it, I felt like he was gonna fall off the mountain anytime. He films it, but he's gonna do a live Netflix event where he's climbing. Like, the one thing that kept me somewhat in my seat was that I knew he had to have lived because we didn't hear about him dying making the movie. But he's gonna climb this building in Taipei, dude. That 1,600-foot tall building skyscraper. He's gonna climb it live on Friday. It's gonna be crazy scary.
Not meaning to change the subject or nothing, but a lot of people have been pushing this towards me. They want me to share this, even though to me, I think it's a little too early to be celebrating #1 recruiting classes almost 2 years out. Here it is right here. I don't know if y'all can see that or not.
Yeah, dude, this is ridiculous. Don't show this.
There it is. This is what some Oklahoma fans have been telling me I need to talk about. And I told them, I was like, well, it's still too soon really to talk about.
Dude, don't do this. Don't do this.
And so
this is way too soon. This is stupid. This is dumb to talk about. This is a great class already. This is dumb.
At their request, here it is, just to show you that I'm open-minded to stuff I disagree with. Like you said, I sort of disagree with sort of celebrating this. It's sort of like with USC when they were celebrating their #1 class and they ended up outside the top 20 that year when Brent Venables ended up in the top 5 after starting out 47th. Brent Venables ended up in the top 5 and USC was like 27th. After they were #1. I mean, to show you guys out there what me and Killer Breeze is talking about, you see right here, Syracuse is #6. Do you really think Syracuse is going to finish in the top 10 recruiting by the time 2027 rolls around?
Louisville is 10.
Yeah. Louisville's 10, Alabama's down to 12.
Sacramento State is 13.
There you go. That's exactly why I didn't want to bring this up, and that's exactly why Killer didn't want to bring it up. But to show y'all I'm being fair, here it is. This is why I don't bring it up early, because of Sacramento State. Those guys are not even playing in the FBS.
I mean, look, the one thing that I will say that's positive about it is that they do have 2 5-star kids and a fair number of 4-stars already. And so if he can now the trick is you got to recruit a bunch of 4-star kids. And I mean, man, let's just, first of all, does it even matter? I mean, haven't we just been talking about the fact that these stars don't matter? Like, I want to see, with Nagy evaluating talent now and with Nagy as the general manager, we should see a difference in the product on the field. The whole point of bringing Nagy in is that he's supposed to find diamonds in the rough that aren't high stars, that don't cost a lot of money, that are coachable, that don't have, posses already. And so, but if this class is going to stay, it only has it's under 230 points right now. It needs to be over 300 to have a chance to be #1. So the only way it's going to happen is if they load up on 4-stars from this point out. And that's not typically what Oklahoma does. it might be a top 10 class when it's all said and done, and that's cool. But we got a long way to go before it's.
And is it just me, or is it hard to even celebrate signing a top high school class when they all end up transferring the next year?
Well, John Ritchie just brought up our portal class, and in the same vein, when the portal season opened up a couple of weeks ago, Oklahoma went on this crazy span and got like a ton of players in a couple of days, and they had a top 4. I think it was a top 4 at one time, maybe top 3 transfer class. Well, where are they now? Now that the window is closed, they're like 18. You know,
They need to find a new word for it too. It's not a commitment anymore. A commitment means that you're committed.
yeah.
And Daniel Looney just brings up just what I was just talking about. It just it doesn't matter because half the players enter the portal anyway. So does it really matter if you sign the top talent? Maybe we should just let the Wake Foresters of the world sign them and develop them for us, and then we just go take their shit because that's what we do anyway.
Yeah. I mean, Kurt Signetti, you know, I'll say this, the bunch of the players that we do have in this portal class, they do kind of fit the mold of what Kurt Signetti's looking for. They were productive starters, like the guy we got from Georgia State. So we'll see if it works. You know, I really don't care what the rankings are. If they win on the field, who gives a shit?
That's right. Now, Lori brings up a topic that we haven't got into yet, but this will probably piss some people off like it always does. I already got 9 people unsubscribed my channel since we done our political podcast. They said that was the reason why they done it. So Trump has 1,500 military just waiting right now in Minnesota. When Trump gives the word, Minnesota is going to be crying. Well, they're a rogue state. So what they expect is going to happen. I mean, I don't understand why, and this is on Trump. Why hasn't he arrested Walls and that damn Minneapolis mayor for inciting riots? They went after Trump and arrested him and give him a mug shot and everything for some stupid shit. And he didn't even cause a riot. He was telling them to stop on January 6th.
By the way, the Rams just beat Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No more fingernails.
I don't know why they haven't gone in yet. You know, I've seen videos from a lot of people that are actually from there that are sick of the protesters themselves. They don't like not being able to get to work with the streets blocked with protesters any more than we think we would. So he could have, you know, in my opinion, he'd have every right to go in and put this, because the fact that the people like Jeremy Fry or Jacob Fry, whatever his name is, and Waltz, they are intentionally holding their own police back from going in there and stopping this nonsense. And dude, to me, what Tim Waltz is doing is inciting violence. I mean, he can say he's calling for peace, but he's not. He's intentionally telling people, he's agitating people, telling them to go down there. He knows they're not going to be peaceful.
Yeah.
Exactly. He knows it.
He's just doing one of those
games that they play, and they're just lying, man.
He's doing that sort of wink. He's sort of doing that wink thing.
Yeah.
Well, Daniel Looney.
But the problem is, man, half the country agrees with him, so we got a real issue with that. Half the people that see that video think that shooting is, and I'm going to tell you right now, one of the things Tim Waltz talked about that's very troublesome to me is he talked about telling everyone to get their phones out and record as much as they can for future prosecutions, because this is what we're going to start seeing, dude. This is what's coming now. Every time whatever party gets in office, they're going to immediately start prosecuting their opponents. Yeah. And man, when we get to that point where our political leaders are just constantly putting each other in jail, like, first of all, that just makes us a banana republic at that point. That's embarrassing. We gotta get this shit under control, dude. And I honestly don't exactly know what the answer is, but We got adults like Tim Walz in high positions who are just, I mean, he knows what he's doing. He knows he's just agitating people to fight and disobey federal agents. It's unbelievable, man.
We got our first call in from Daniel Looney. I'm going to bring Daniel in just a second, but first I want you to see this little skit that Benny Johnson done about Donald Trump when it comes to Greenland. You ready?
Yeah.
This should piss some people off. Can you see that?
Yeah.
There's Trump.
Like we are getting a McDonald's.
Yeah, that's great.
What's up, guys? It's Benny. If you were on the fence about America needing Greenland, let me give you a wonderful argument here that will convince you for all time. This is the number one way to surround Canada. Without Greenland being European, Canada is completely landlocked by America, and this is the number one way to get back at the Canadians, and of course, to ensure that Canada ultimately bends the knee to the American empire. It must all be America. It is what our founders desired. It was actually the first battle of the Revolutionary War, was the Battle of Quebec. We've been wanting Canada for a long time. We were too nice in previous generations. We let weaker powers keep it. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Canada also must be ours. President Trump making some shocking moves on the Greenland front this week. Not only did he meet with Danish officials at the White House, and they announced effectively that they're going to sell Greenland to America, but Trump is now...
I ain't gonna get into all that, but I just want to hear that part about the Quebec thing, because I wasn't aware of that. That there was something that was signed into a treaty back in the Revolutionary days when we got our independence that said that we was going to let Canada be independent basically until we decided they weren't going to be independent. So I don't know, man. I like shit. He's joking around about 51st state, and he called himself the Tariff King. He referred to himself as the Tariff King today. I'm just like,
he kind of is. I mean,
this, man. I'm like, in a way, I'm down with it because I understand we don't want the Chinese and the Russians coming in and taking over Greenland and the Panama Canal, because that's what the Chinese were doing with the Panama Canal.
That's right.
They were trying to take that shit over, and we're like, look, if y'all not going to stop them taking over, we'll just take over.
We'll just take it back.
So let's go ahead and bring Daniel Looney into the house. He's been waiting long enough. Sorry about that, brother.
No, you're fine. I don't know what to start on the first thing about college football or the second thing, the political thing. So I'll start with football and then I'll move on to the end, to the second part. Things change. Like Bud Wilkerson beat Oklahoma, and then segregation and the Civil Rights Act happened, and Texas was the last school to incorporate it, and OU was one of them. So that's why Barry Switzer was able to go in and raid Texas players.
Hold on now. You tell me Texas was racist? Is that what you're telling me?
We all are a little bit, but some people fight it more than others.
I know, right?
Right? But then that built Barry Switzer, and then like once the tendrils are in, OU was still able to get players. But then on the other hand the SEC hasn't won a national title in years. It's like saying OU under Bob Stoops stinks because he didn't win a national title after his first one, when you have like the ESPN deal that went in. And so he was not able to get the linemen, so like changed the offense, and then like lost in the biggest games, but was still a powerhouse top 10 program for a decade and a half. And the SEC didn't, outside of LSU Alabama and Georgia and Florida 20 years ago, what have they done? Like outside of Alabama and LSU, really, what was the difference between Kentucky and Oklahoma State? Or Vanderbilt and Kansas? Until the last couple of years, it's a constant churn. But just because you're getting your butt kicked by the best team in the country does not make you a good team.
Well, that's for sure. Definitely.
But I live in like Arkansas, and Arkansas has sucked for 15 years. And they're like, oh, we're in the SEC. We could beat OU. What? In what year, when Bob Stoops was there, that Arkansas had a prayer? Outside of the 1 or 2 years of Bobby Petrino, did they have a prayer of beating OU?
Well,
Their fan base is passionate.
Oklahoma State's a charity case.
It is now.
They always have been.
yeah, but they picked up 50.
Well, same as Ole Miss. Ole Miss hasn't even won a conference title, and they've been in the conference for 40, 50 years.
That's right.
I mean,
Yeah.
same with South Carolina.
I know that y'all used to be in the Big 12. I would just argue that Ole Miss is probably in a tougher conference than Oklahoma State.
Well, they are now. At the
Ole
moment,
Miss has always been the SEC.
I know that. But I'm just saying, like, conferences rise and fall on who's on top. But I don't think it really matters. But just because the best team in the countries from your conference doesn't make your conference the best conference.
It's just like Mississippi State's a charity case for Alabama. We all have those teams that think they're rivals, but they're not.
The only difference is right now the charity cases of the SEC can't say we're the best.
We don't have any
Because
charity cases anymore.
We got beat by the very best.
That's the problem, man. The SEC beats up on each other, and by the time we get to the playoffs, we're just shells of ourselves.
Well, that's true.
There might be some truth to that, but I think people take it way too far. And I think
Sounds
people
like you still
care
got
way
some
too
Big
much
12.
about conferences. And
Sounds like you still got some Big 12 loving going on.
I'll say old Big 8.
Yeah. Now, Big 8, man, I love the Big 8. I love the Big 8, man. For those that don't know what the Big 8 is, sorry, go Google it. I'm not going to explain it to you.
Yeah.
Well, like the Southwest Conference was corrupt as crap.
But Texas never got implicated, did they?
Huh?
All those teams got on probation except for Texas. Well, how'd that happen?
Because they're the ones that are most corrupt.
Politics.
They're the ones that got the biggest.
Switzer got put on probation because a staffer.
That was bullshit.
Because a staffer that was like on the payroll, his wife went into labor. So they let a senior player drive a bus to pick up a recruit from Will Rogers Airport.
Man,
And another guy paid somebody $5.95 for a chicken sandwich.
Back then, the NCAA wanted to get you. They got you, man. They would just pick and choose. They weren't very consistent. That's why they're losing control now, because of all the shit they done back then.
But that's a far cry from SMU paying players hundreds of thousands of dollars in the 80s.
Dude,
we was paying players. We was paying players. Everybody was paying players.
Well, I know, but the lies have to be at least believable. Plausible deniability. I worked Intel for many years. Plausible deniability.
What's that, Killer?
Well, Oklahoma sued the NCAA in the early 80s, pissed them off.
Oh, yeah,
And then on top of that, and they won, by the way, which is why kind of led to all the money and well, that's a whole other conversation. But anyway, the NCAA was pissed for a while. And then when you started hearing stories about kids in the dorms with AK-47s, it just all came to a crescendo.
That shit happened.
Oh yeah. And Barry Switzer was the fall guy for all that nonsense. And it was all bullshit.
Actually, old Barry
Well,
Benson.
I will tell you one
them
funny
guns
story
when
from
I get here.
that time. My brother helped redo all of the dorm rooms, the female dorm rooms, about 10 years ago at the OU campus. And when he did the girls' dorm rooms, they're taking all the paintings off of the wall, etc. There was not a room that Brian Bosworth did not take the picture frame around, flip it over, and sign his name to.
Brian Boswell's a whore, wasn't he?
Not saying it was, but I found out
He was in one movie, but I can't remember the name of it. He was like an
he was
undercover
a B-movie actor.
motorcycle.
The Dr. Pepper commercials, the sheriff, that's Brian Bosworth.
I'm talking about the movie that he was in.
Oh, he was just in a string of crappy B movies.
He was in this action movie, man. He was wearing these jeans. He had a cut in jeans right over his ass cheek.
Now, as for the second part, the politics on like Canada and all that, right? It was not the American Revolutionary War. We did try to take it over during the Revolutionary War, but that's one of the main reasons for the War of 1812. We tried 4 times to take over Canada. They beat us every single time, and it was actually Canadian soldiers that took Fort McHenry and took Washington, D.C., and burned the White House down, where James Adams had to live.
Stone.
The Canadians. Hold on. The Canadians didn't burn the White House. That was the British.
Jesse.
That was the British and the Canadians together.
Jesse.
It was the same country at the time.
It was the British.
Hey, stop. Do not look at the comments section. You were talking about the movie that Bosworth was in. Don't look at the comments section. You're gonna laugh your ass off when you find out what the name of it was, because you're never gonna remember. Well, you might remember, but it has to do with one of your favorite people.
Who's that? Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Yes. Yes. The movie.
Oh yeah, it was Stone Cold. You're right.
Yeah.
It was Stone Cold.
That's funny.
That was a great movie, by the way. It was one of his only good movies. I like Bosworth.
That's great.
Okay, what anybody says.
Canada was part of Britain at the time.
Yeah, I know.
It was mostly
the
Canadian
British.
soldiers that
It wasn't
took
actually
over
the
Washington,
Canadians
D.C.
that fought us off. It was the British that fought us off.
In the War of 1812, well, we sent them running in the Battle of New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the soldiers that took Washington, D.C. and the soldiers that defended
Canada still
back
acknowledged
in Ontario were Canadian.
Canada
we
still
tried.
acknowledge the Queen, don't they?
Say again?
The Canadians, they still acknowledge the Queen and the King of England,
Well,
right?
they're part of the Commonwealth, and that gets all complicated, like Australia and New Zealand.
Yeah.
They didn't really get their independence till like World War One.
They ain't really independent at all. We just let them be independent. If we decide to take it today, the British ain't gonna save them. We'll just take that shit.
Well, that's true, but half of the Geneva Convention is due to the Canadians during World War One and World War Two.
NATO's going down, by the way. They're gonna dissolve NATO. NATO's going away.
Well, I don't think we should pay for it if they ain't going to pay their fair share. That's fair is fair. So don't get me wrong, I'm like pretty right wing. I'm just correcting some like history stuff.
How can you make Canada the 51st state? They're too big, man. They got too much population. You have to spread it out, make it into 3 different states, probably 3 or 4 different states, right?
Well, based on their population, probably at least 5. But do you want 10 more Democrat senators?
Hell no, I don't want no damn Democrat senators. I'm a Democrat, and I don't want no Democrat senators.
So why take them over?
Because we're just going to take that shit, man. There's a lot of natural resources in Canada that we probably need.
Well, so was Iraq, and we had our thumb on it, but we left.
That's right. We don't go.
I mean, it's just like
it's like
you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. But this is the one thing I do know: the most militarized country at the end of World War II was Canada. they had the highest percentage of their eligible male population in uniform. They had the world's third largest Navy, fourth largest Air Force, and fifth biggest army in the world. Little tiny Canada.
Dude, we don't want Canada. I don't want Canada. Listen, you think
Canada's
it's
not
bad?
tiny.
You think it's bad here with the social justice nonsense and the political correctness? Canada might be the worst fucking place in the world for that stuff. Okay,
Yeah, like why the hell would we
they
want
might as well be Russia, Soviet Union, Russia. That's what they might as well be.
Yeah, like why the hell would we want it?
They used to be sweet little Canada, eh? But they're not that anymore. They put your ass in jail if you say the wrong thing. And by the way, we're a
Didn't they?
right away from that.
Didn't they like freeze the bank accounts of them truck drivers when
Hell
they had
yeah.
the protest?
Yes, they did.
The
They-
United Kingdom already arrest people for talking about the stuff that we're talking about now.
Oh, dude.
Like, why the hell would we want that? Go away.
Dude, the amount of people that get arrested in the United Kingdom.
So I don't appear biased in this response here. I'd like to get you to respond to it, Killer Breeze. This one I just pulled up. Can you see it?
Yeah, this guy is getting his panties in a wad for a couple of things. First of all, I was at OU in 91. It was right after all that shit happened. I talked to people that were there, homeboy. It happened. You're not the resident Oklahoma expert. Every once in a while we get one of these cats.
What happened?
It's the same. One of the things he's upset about a few things, but when I talked about the AK-47s in the dorms, he's like, "Oh, that was bullshit." Barry Switzer said, like, I don't really care what Barry Switzer said. I can promise you, it happened. It's not the end of the world, dude. No one's attacking Oklahoma. I love OU. I used to run out on the field with the team. I love Oklahoma. Chill your jets. I never understand these people that just, relax, dude.
What I don't understand is why this
Hold
is.
on a second. It's this whole thing about we can't ever. It's the same reason why we are where we are in politics. We can't ever say anything critical about the University of Oklahoma. Yeah, I was there too, dude. Well, if you don't give a shit, then shut the fuck up. That's my whole point. I don't understand why if anyone says one thing critical about Oklahoma, all of a sudden we're all hating on OU. That's ridiculous, dude. It's ridiculous.
Well, I just want to know why.
Now it's your truth. You're the only truth. You were fucking in the dorms. You know for sure.
Well, I want to know why. I just want to know why this conversation is ridiculous and ignorant.
Anyway, he's implying that we don't know what we're talking about because he's the resident expert of everything. Because he was also talking about the fucking War of 1812 or whatever the hell he was talking about. He's one of these hot shot know-it-alls that gets behind a keyboard and wants to be hot shit. That's what it is. And you know what, dude? If you don't like it, just get the fuck out, man.
You know, usually I've seen Lane in here before. Usually he's pretty cordial, but I try to explain to y'all, and that's why I put it in the title up here. We're not just talking about sports right now. We're talking about everything. That's why it says open forum. If you see something that says open forum and you're mad because it's not just about football, you probably don't want to watch it because we're going to talk about other things, man. I'm not trying to piss you off. I don't want you to unsubscribe like these other cowards have. We just want to talk about different things during the off season. And what is so bad about this?
It's just and again, just to be the dick that says, this is fucking ridiculous. I mean, again, it lets you know that this is one of these guys that thinks he knows everything about everything, and he's also one of these guys that's going to take it upon himself to correct you if you're wrong about something. And I promise you this: the minute someone corrects Lane about something, he's freaking out. So just shut the fuck up, man.
Well, what I find funny is I looked on the chat and it was like, the Battle of New Orleans was 3 weeks after the peace treaty was signed. That's correct, but it took 4 weeks for ships to sail across the Atlantic Ocean at the time.
That's not what Lane said.
Well, the only issue I had with that,
but if you don't like my take on the War of 1812, you feel free to disagree and then tell me I'm wrong.
Well, you can come in here too. He can come in here. I just put the link down here. If you want to click on that link, Lane, you want to come in here and express yourself, you can come in here, man. Just click on it Daniel was able to figure it out. A lot of other people have been able to figure it out. Just click on the link, come in here, and we'll debate it straight up right now. And the only issue I had, the only thing I disagreed with Daniel on was the fact that it wasn't really Canadian troops that fought us and burnt Washington. They were still part of Britain, is what you said. So there was really the British that done that.
Absolutely. But anyways, I think I stirred up the hornet's nest enough, so I'll leave.
No, man. When I uploaded this shit and I put that shit up there at the top, that's what started it all, man. They see
No,
this
what
shit.
started it? I'm gonna say no. What started it is someone taking it upon themselves to tell us we're being ignorant. That's what started it. That's what started it.
Well, if it's ignorant and ridiculous, if it's an ignorant and ridiculous conversation, then why are you conversating with us about it?
Again, now this is what I also love. Now he wants to act like me getting upset is just for nothing. You tell us we're ignorant, and then when I get upset, you want to act like you're being cool. Oh, this is Mr. Hotshot just wants to get mad. You're the one that started acting like an asshole, man. So don't start the gaslighting thing. That's another move of the liberal pussy crowd.
Killer said if you come in here, he'll make sure he said he'll make sure that he talks to you in a G-rated fashion. No cussing. Just come up in here and we'll debate without cuss words.
You know what, Wayne? I'm going to leave so you can jump in.
Daniel, take it easy.
All right,
man.
Daniel. Take it easy.
Y'all have a good one.
All right.
It's just
That was Daniel Looney, the shit stirrer. We're going to start calling Daniel Looney the shit stirrer.
It's just again. This is the world we live in now. This is one of the moves. It's one of those passive aggressive moves that just drives me up the wall. The guy comes in, starts telling us we're ignorant. I get upset about it, and then I'm just the asshole getting upset for nothing.
He said you're always ignorant. He said you always ignorant.
Yeah, well,
that's what he said right here.
Yeah, well, that's supposed to surprise me or upset me. That's the other thing that I find funny.
Yeah, I'm surprised because usually Lane and me get along in here, man. I figured y'all would like to mix it up. I'm getting a lot of backlash from people that get mad just because I'm talking about politics. I don't understand why it makes them so mad when we ain't got nothing else going on. Oh, well, we got recruiting going on.
That's not what he's mad about.
Recruiting don't matter anymore because if you get a top 10 class, they're going to just leave in a year.
That's not what he's mad, but that's not what he's even mad about. He's mad because people are saying things that he says are wrong because he knows everything about everything and nobody else knows anything about anything. That's what he's basically upset about, which again is just ridiculous. And listen, if you served for our country, I appreciate that. I appreciate your service. Still doesn't change the fact that you're being an asshole, but I do appreciate your service.
And that's another thing. A lot of people think because they serve in the military that automatically makes them the trump card in the conversation. Just because you serve in the military doesn't mean you're always right, though. That's all Killer Breeze is saying. But
well,
he's like,
but that's the other move here. So now it's once I prove him wrong that he's the one being an asshole. Then he wants to throw in the veteran thing so that then I'm being mean to him.
And you got to prove, man.
So that's the other passive aggressive move. He knows what he's doing.
Calm down, Lane. It's gonna be okay, bro.
He knows what he's doing.
You didn't got him where he's typing in tongues, man. Look, he's typing in tongues, man. He's like you, fo not f. I know me narsi baguja.
What's crazy is the other thing that's just so crazy is it's just like
I'm just playing with you, Lane. I'm just messing with you.
What is the deal? What is the deal with you can't say something critical about anything these days? It's just like if we are so tribal about everything.
You feel my pain now, don't you? When I say something about Oklahoma, it's like, oh, you're a son of a bitch. You're an Alabama guy. But now y'all giving Killer Breeze hell.
Well, no, it's just but I'm just saying it's the world that we live in. This is the problem, man. This is the problem. You can't. The fact that you can't just sit back, have a conversation. It's then you got to come in, the being an asshole, then the gaslighting, then the passive aggressive moves, being the veteran. It's just like it's the same. And again, man.
gonna lighten the mood real quick. I want y'all to tell me if this is AI or not. Now we're gonna talk about AI. That's not gonna insult nobody, right? I ain't got people in here that love AI and can't take me talking about AI before I do this. Is it okay if I do something about AI? Kill Breeze?
Yeah, of course. We can get on. I'm done with this. Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Y'all tell me if this is AI, because I don't know if it's AI or not. It might be real. Let me see. Can y'all see that? You see that?
Yes.
All right. This is supposed to be Elvis and Tina Turner. Okay.
That's AI.
Is that AI?
Well, that's what they're saying in the in the chat.
The reason I'm asking is because I never knew Elvis and Tina Turner danced together. I was just like, holy shit, man.
Well, but
Elvis
actually,
got that jungle fever. He got that jungle fever look in his eyes too, boy. I'm like, he's in the tap that booty.
but that's what I was gonna say, man. I mean, he's from the blues country, dude. Like, I think that's in his blood, man. That wouldn't have surprised me. That wouldn't have surprised me.
That was
I don't think it's not real.
I don't think it was AI, man. That shit looked real. Elvis looked like he's about to fucking, he looked like he's about to have an orgasm, man.
Well, I mean, you
You
never know, man.
Tina Turner was hot back in the day. You know, like Turner used to beat the shit out of her, but other than that, she was pretty hot.
Yeah, dude, that's she was yeah, she was hot. She was hot. She died recently, didn't she?
I think so. I'm trying to lighten the mood here a little bit. Show y'all now, if there's any females in here, I'm not trying to insult you. Matter of fact, if y'all want me to put an ass pick of the day up of a man in here, I'll do it. You just tell me who y'all want. But this is the booty pick of the day that was sent to me by a friend. Y'all ready? You see that?
Oh, Jesus. That's gotta be AI too. That's gotta be AI.
What's that?
Is that AI also?
I don't know. I hope not. I think that was real. That sucks, dude. Now, that is one thing I hate about AI. But there is like something you can tell by the way their face is looking. It sort of gives it away. It's hard to describe, but I can usually spot AI. I'm like, yeah, something's unnatural about their facial movements, usually.
Well, it is possible. It is possible that AI will actually bring a premium back to things done by humans, but man, it's scary, dude. It's moving so fast. At this point, you're not going to stop it. So, but it's
about how fast technology's moved since 1900.
That's my point.
The world's been around for how long? Millions of years, and all of a sudden we get all this shit at one time. Boom, boom, boom. Within 100 years, which
dude,
is just a drop in the bucket.
It's not just that. It's not just that, man. Think about this. It's just not just the last 100 years, not 125 years. Just think about the last 35 years. You're talking about, or the last 30 years from really the mid 90s, from like 95 to where we are now. 95 is when the internet, that's when you're talking about mass adoption of the internet across the country. That's about when it happened. you certainly had a lot of people that were on the internet before 95, but 95 was when people everybody started getting on AOL, fucking, what was the other one? It was AOL, and there was another one back then at the time. Damn, I'm not going to remember it now. But in just the last 30 years, you know, just from where we've gone, dude, we're just a couple of years away from most people riding around or a lot of people riding around in driverless cars. You know, they've got flying pods now where they're taking individual people from one place to another. Like our airspace is about to be crazy crowded. In just the next 10 years, it's going to be unrecognizable in some spots. And the air is going to be one of them.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I mean, Back to the Future series, man, they were sort of ahead of everything. I mean, they had everybody flying around in jet cars in 2015, so they were a little ahead of it, but they're probably not far off, right?
Yeah.
They were talking about having a team in Miami before there was a team in Miami. Because remember, in the World Series, it was the Miami, whatever they called them, versus the Chicago Cubs.
That's right.
And the Chicago Cubs won the series around that time, too.
That's right.
2016 or so.
Big
Lane wants to know what we think about the rumors of the SEC and Big Ten leaving in the NCAA. Well, the SEC and the Big Ten can't get along. Big Ten wants to have everything their way, or they're not going to do it. They're like, well, if you don't do 24, we're not coming to the table. We'll just stay at 12. And they try to make it out like the SEC's being the one. But the SEC said, hey, let's meet in the middle and go with 16. Plus, that's even, man. 24 is not even. Everybody gets the same amount of games in a round of 16.
Well, and I think I heard that that the Big Ten basically said, okay, we'll go to 16 teams, but they'd only be at 16 for like a year or two, and then they would immediately go to 24. That was the only way the Big Ten would agree to go to 16, is that we would immediately go to 24 in no time. And so the SEC said, no, we're not going to 20. We don't want to go to 24. That's too much. And they're like, okay, well, then we're not going to 16.
Well, the reason why they can't have flying cars is because everybody's not trained to be a pilot, man. You'd be running into each other and shit, man. It'd be like that stupid bitch that run the damn helicopter into the plane over at Washington, D.C., that damn flatcocker. It slammed that damn helicopter into that damn jet. Killed all those people.
But the thing is, when you have the driverless cars and the driver, you know, and it'll be the same thing for the aircraft. It'll be driverless, pilotless aircraft, probably.
True.
Certainly, those pods are drones that are fucking essentially big enough to carry people. They will traffic. There is an argument that traffic will get a lot better, because how many times has traffic been held up because somebody's looking down at their phone and they're at a red light, or, you know, and with driverless cars, they'll be able to put more cars closer together and move around, and traffic might actually get better. Although with the population always growing, traffic's just always going to be an issue. So again, man, the next 10 years are going to be bonkers. They're just going to be absolutely nuts. I mean, really.
Y'all do me a favor. There's a lot of comments coming in right now. If y'all want to get your comment pushed to the top, and me and Killer Breeze will address it over everybody else's, all you do is click on that money dollar sign at the bottom. Click on that, then write your comment out and click a second time and send. And it'll push your comment to the top for a small donation to the program. Brasco Rascal says, shit, can you imagine seeing the Outlaw flying a car doing Uber? So people are paying attention in here. They know that I do Uber on the side.
Yeah.
I never can pronounce this dude's name, man. You called him Gabraham the last time. Ja Braham says it will be the Jetsons. We got Chris Camp in the house.
Coming, dude. It's coming.
Says, might as well call it grasketball tournament. What? What the hell does that mean?
By the way, earlier when I said 1995, Brasco Rascal said, man, 95, that was the last year Nebraska won a national championship.
Yeah.
We want Nebraska to come back. We're Nebraska fans here.
Look, man, I can still see it, man.
Crowd.
One of the best plays of all time in college football for me was Tommy
Quarterback.
Frazier running over 6 or 7 Florida Gators en route to like a 70 or 80-yard touchdown. I couldn't believe it, man. I couldn't believe he done that to him.
I can still see it. I can still see it.
I'm going to bring that shit up right now. You keep them busy.
Yeah, well, Big Train, you're saying a drone can't go higher than 400 feet. Maybe so. But they got some kind of autonomous pods. I heard them on a podcast. It was some tech podcast, and they were talking about how it's already testing out, and it's coming. Where they're going to be individual fucking pods that transport people from, I don't know how far the distances are going to be, but you're also going to have Amazon delivering packages by drone. The skies are about to be crowded. They're about to be real crowded, and it's scary to think that it was the Secretary of Transportation, Sean Duffy, was talking about it. Our air traffic control system in this country is so outdated. The most up-to-date radar we have is I'm pretty sure from the early 90s. A lot of it is still from the 80s. So they're still very much an analog system, and the thing that's really driving them to update it, which they're in the process of doing, is because of all of the massive changes coming to the sky in the next, 4 to 5 years. Like not even 10 for that. Like the next 4 to 5.
All right, Nebraska Rascal, don't forget I'm doing this for you now. You need to get some more Nebraska people up in here because I like Nebraska fans. Check this out. This is some old school shit here, Killer Breeze. You see that?
Oh, yeah.
65 yards for a touchdown. Had 143 yards in the game before he injured a knee and lost the starting position to injury.
Well, all three of their tailbacks are over 7 yards per carry average.
Frazier added more numbers, more yards to those. They don't have them yet. Look at Tommy Frazier. How many tackles can one man break? Touchdown.
That was like 6 tackles. That was like 6 tackles he broke.
I couldn't get over there. There was like 3 Florida guys on him, and he just barrels through them.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's so crazy. That team just straight up dominated Florida. Florida was a high-flying offense.
I think it was the best team in college football history.
I agree. They
didn't have not one close game.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, dude, it's like 9. It's like 10 tackles. Holy shit.
That means the whole team had their chance to.
It's 10 tackles, dude. They got 10.
There's only 11 players.
Put hands on him.
Dude, there's only 11 players on the field.
10 people put hands on. Well, it might have been the same person putting hands on him twice. I don't know, but 10 times. 10 separate
That's even
times.
worse. If you had a second chance at him and you still missed.
That's true.
It's probably 10 different players. But you know what? Steve Spurrier, to his credit, he learned from that shit. And he won the national championship, I think, the next year.
He did. But they got just dominated on the line of scrimmage, man. The offensive line of Nebraska was just dominating the SEC. And think about that. Just think about that for a second. That was a line in the trenches where the SEC was getting pushed around. That's what the SEC changed. And in this run that they had in the 2000s and beyond, that was largely Alabama, it was that was when the SEC just nobody could really compete with the SEC on the line of scrimmage outside of Ohio State a couple of times, and Clemson just couldn't do it.
Can you see this?
Yeah.
Is it, or do I need to enlarge it?
I can see it.
All right. I just realized the Final Four teams, 3 of them are West Coast teams, man. I hate that shit. And they're all in liberal-ass cities. Los Angeles, Seattle, and freaking Denver. So I'm going to have to root for the Patriots, man. I'm going to have to root for New England.
Well, the New England ain't no better. Are you kidding me? New England's just as liberal.
Boston is?
Oh, hell yes.
I thought Boston was more conservative.
No. Boston is like New York City, dude. Ain't no different. It's the same damn thing. I got cousins in Providence.
Man, they playing
this. Man, and these offices in Foxborough. It's liberal as hell. It sucks.
They're playing the Super Bowl in Santa Clara, man. I hate that shit. Because they played the national title game with Alabama Clemson, man. It was one of the worst national title games as far as attendance goes of all time.
Yeah.
I hate fucking California, though, man. I do, man. I hate that. I hate that state, man. I hate anything on the West Coast, to be honest with you. That's one reason I'm saying I guess I'll have to pick the Patriots, man.
Dude, honestly, even if you push it out, Seattle, 49ers, liberal. Chicago, liberal. Fucking Buffalo. Well, Buffalo, I don't know. Upstate New York's might be different.
Yeah, probably.
Houston, liberal.
I was hoping the Texans would win that game.
Me too.
And the Bills, man, I wanted the Bills to win so bad. I'd like to see the Bills win a title because them 4 Super Bowls they lost in a row back in the day.
Dude, the way they lost that game, to have Brandon Cooks jump up in the air, make that catch, come down with it, and the defender who is rolling on the ground with you rolls away with the ball. That is just to go from the most highest of highs as a fan to the lowest of lows in that half of a second.
Was it a legitimate call or did
oh
it,
yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if he was down or what, whatever.
Well,
I didn't watch that play.
I don't understand. I will say this. I don't understand why he does catch the ball and he hits the ground. I thought you're supposed to be down as soon as you touch the ground, but for some reason, because you caught a pass, if you hit the ground, you have to survive the ground with the ball, I guess. So he needed to hit the ground and pop up with the ball, and he didn't. So, but it's kind of a, that's also why, I mean, it's an inconsistent thing that the NFL, it's one of the few places, well, maybe not few, but it's inconsistent, right? Because if you cross the plane of the end zone, as soon as you cross it, touchdown. If you fumble right after you cross, doesn't matter, So why does it matter if you fumble the ball after you catch it and you clearly caught the ball and you hit the ground?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I saw the play. I saw the replay. I'm like, damn, it looked like he was down. If that had been college ball, he'd probably been declared down because I don't know, man. He looked like he was down to me.
Well, you have to survive the fall with the ball when you're catching. But my point is just that's just stupid. I just don't see why it makes a difference.
Technically, if you jump in the air with the ball with the football over the goal line, over the line in the air with the football, and you fall ball first on the ground and it or even better, before you even hit the ground, you drop the ball. That what is different? You pass the end zone, so it's automatically a touchdown. Well, why is it different? Just to me, it just doesn't make any sense. But to me, it looked like
it's also interpreted very differently at times.
It looked to me like, and this is my opinion, it looked to me like he survived the ground and the guy stripped it away from him after he was down. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, I think their point is surviving the ground would have meant he needed to essentially come away from the ground with possession of the ball, and
You
he
know
just
what?
never did.
Their point is wrong.
I agree. I agree.
Just messing with you. I put a link in here. If anybody wants to come in here and be on the show, you can. Make sure y'all like this podcast and also share it out to your friends. If you haven't joined already, subscribe to the channel. Also, you can join the Outlaw Posse for $2.99 a month, 75 cents a week. That's a half a bottle of water for the Outlaw. We got our demonetization over with. We're monetized now, so you can get your badge and get deputized and be back in the Outlaw Posse. Get a random 4 horseman shout out, which I done earlier today. So if you come in here late and you think maybe I called your name out to begin the show, go back and listen to the show when it goes to podcast after me and Killer Breeze get off here.
That's right. The 4 horsemen of the day. You got to love the 4 horsemen of the day and the comment of the day.
I agree, Daniel.
Thunder, wait, what is Daniel saying? Not saying clear rules.
Not saying.
Yeah, that's that. I agree. Just totally agree. What is a catch? Same thing that Thunder is saying. What is a catch? It's so subjective now.
There's the link again. If y'all want to click on that link and come up in here, Thunder OU Center. Click on that link, bro. We've never had you up in here. You ain't got to go and show your face. You can just go audio.
Yeah,
Thunder. Camera shy. Just
Come
go
on,
audio.
Thunder's one of the OU loyals that you can catch him in a lot of chat rooms. He's holding court. He's holding court for OU fans.
So you're looking at this bracket here. The Broncos starting quarterback got injured, right?
Bo Nix is injured.
Yeah, he fucked his leg up or something. He's not going to play against the Patriots, so that changes everything a little bit.
Oh, they're done. Patriots are going to go.
It nearly went chalk. It would have went chalk had Mary Kaylee Williams' fingernails not shit the bed. It would have went chalk. It would been 1 versus 2, but now it's 1 versus 5. I'm glad. I bet Keith Stokes is happy. Heath Stokes is a big Rams fan. He's also a big Oklahoma fan, so I'm sure he was glad to stick it to old Mary Kaylee Williams' fingernails.
Well, the Patriots, man, and Drake May, dude, they're legit. I mean, they only lost 3 times this year. And
the Patriots had a little bit of a lull after the whole Belichick and Tom Brady era ended, but they didn't really go through that long of a lull, really, to me. So, to me, it speaks to their management, man. I think the Patriots have the best organization as far as management goes.
But you know what else it speaks to? It really speaks to, man, Belichick just might not have been nearly the coach we thought he was, because
exactly
as soon as Brady was gone, they got bad. And as soon as Belichick left, they got real good again. So what does that say about Well,
Belichick? On
Belichick?
top of that, Brady left and won a Super Bowl without him.
Yeah.
In Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
Of all places. When I was growing up, you growing up, Tampa Bay was always like the laughing stock of the NFL. They were like your homecoming opponent. If you had one in the NFL, Tampa Bay would be it.
Yeah.
They used to have them sissy ass Buccaneer helmets with a pink outline and shit.
Bo Nix broke his ankle. Wow. Damn.
Yep.
Yeah, that to me, just that Denver's done.
Well, so who's their backup?
That would have been like Drew Brees going down for the Saints when Sean was the coach in New Orleans.
It'd be like the Broncos losing John Elway back in the day.
Yeah.
My bad. No, that wouldn't have been that bad. I mean, because John Elway is a true Hall of Famer. Bo Nix isn't yet. He might be one day, but he ain't yet. So
I tell you what, if he has a long career with Sean Payton and Denver, the way Drew Brees did with New Orleans, he might be a Hall of Famer when it's all said and done, which is really surprising to me because after Bo Nix left Auburn, I thought he's done.
Yeah, man, Auburn shit the bed on that.
I mean, well, he started out with a lot of promise.
He went to
But then
He went to Oregon and done good. What is it with Oregon and being able to?
Yeah, but he was with somewhere else before Oregon, right?
I don't know. I'm
think
just saying
so.
Oregon seems to be able to get these quarterbacks that have been around a couple of years and turn them into superstars. I mean, they've done that with Dylan Gabriel.
Yeah. You got to give Lanning credit on that.
That was Brent Venables' fault.
Might be.
Just messing with you. Just playing. Y'all don't get mad now.
It might be. You never know.
They'd probably blame that on Ben Arbuckle too. They blame everything else on Ben Arbuckle. It's all Ben Arbuckle's fault. It ain't Brent Venables' fault. Never is.
It's totally Ben Arbuckle's fault. That's true.
Always. It's always the coordinators. It wouldn't be the man at the top making the decision.
Well, that's just true.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Big Train Kiffin. By the way, me and your coach Lane Kiffin had a bit of a sparring session on Twitter. I didn't think you'd pay attention to me too much. Maybe
I saw that.
Common Joe or whatever.
Did he respond?
SMH. That's all he said.
Lane's responded?
He responded to me on Twitter. Said put SMH because I told him. I was like, that shit's gonna come back on me. It's gonna come back on me.
I responded to your comment.
You were on Twitter?
Yeah. I
didn't know you was on Twitter.
Yeah, I saw it on Twitter.
I told him, I was like, it's just like, man, you built up a lot of goodwill with that documentary, the Ole Miss and stuff, man. And you just blew it. You just flushed it all away. And we're not mad because you left Ole Miss. It's how you left, man. You could have handled that much better. You didn't have to string them along. You could have just come out and told Ole Miss, look, I'm not going to be here. But he didn't do that.
That's right.
He stringed it out, man, and it's just being attention whore about the whole thing. And luckily, he had a little bit of heart, I guess, and let Charlie Weiss come back and coach that team through the playoffs. I guess I got to give him that. But
he had to.
It seems like bad karma's coming for Lane. I mean, because he's done it too many times. He better hope, like I told him, you better hope LSU is it, bro. Because after this, you're not going to get any more chances. I don't think anybody would touch you if you go into LSU and shit the bed.
Yeah. No, that's right. He I mean, dude, he burned up all that goodwill.
No, I don't believe that. I'm not talking to you, Kevin. I'm talking Big Train. He said old piss is more at fault than Lane Kiffin. I don't believe that. Dude,
are you kidding me? Get the fuck out of here. Now that's ridiculous. See, that's what I'm come on now, Big Train. You know better than that. That's kind of ridiculous.
You see, Killer's an LSU graduate saying this. So it ain't like he's biased against LSU. He's telling you.
My brother went to Ole Miss. My brother went to Ole Miss. I got a lot of friends that went to Ole Miss. So I feel for them. You know, at the end of the day, he's doing what he doesn't need to do. You know as well as I do that LSU is one of the schools that is egregiously breaking the house settlement rule right now. They're clearly spending way more than the $20.5 million or whatever that everybody's supposed to be spending. They just don't care. They're not the only school doing that right now. So, and by the way, the reason why they're doing it is because it doesn't look like the NCAA can really do anything about it. So until
and even if the NCAA does something about it, they'll fight it in court and get.
That's why I'm saying that until they get to collective bargaining, college football is really, it'll be fun if your school wins. Everybody likes that regardless, but it's kind of BS right now because again, you have schools like LSU and USC and Texas Tech. There's a lot of schools that are spending crazy amounts of money. I mean, the LSU just signed the number 1 portal quarterback and like the number 4 portal quarterback. They're spending like $10 million on the QB alone or some shit. It's some crazy number. And the rumor is that the whole reason why Lane picked LSU was because they guaranteed him to spend an additional $25 million every year. So they're essentially committed to him of spending $45.5 million, in NIL. So, but look, the other thing is you can't really, again, LSU is going to do this and other schools too. Texas Tech is going to do that because that's kind of what the setup is allowing right now. And until somebody steps in and they have collective bargaining and everybody's playing by the same rules, or you get in real trouble, it's never going to be a completely level playing field. It's just not.
Hey, check this out real quick. Rascal says Denver's backup quarterback is Jarrett Stidham. You know what Jarrett Stidham?
He was another Auburn quarterback.
That's what I'm saying. Do you know what Jarrett Stidham and Nick's have in common? They both went to Auburn.
Yeah. He was. He started off at Baylor.
Looks like we might have a little LSU on LSU violence coming into the fray here.
That's all right. Bring him in.
Here comes a coon ass. There's a coon ass.
Hey.
Everything I said is factual. So you can't.
Yeah. Ass. Y'all baited me in. I said I wasn't gonna do it.
I know. I baited him. We baited your ass. Got you in here.
Well. That's exactly what they're doing. They are saying F you to the NCAA, and they're spending way over that $20.5 million. And again, you
can. You know why? Go research the NL Go. The NL Go. It was the NL Go was agreed upon during the collective bargaining in the House settlement. Okay, that all you can have NIL, like traditional NIL.
I know you're gonna say third party NIL. Yeah, I know that's what you're gonna say.
Yeah, it is third party NIL. You know why? Because the school can't give NIL deals. The only reason why the schools have the players sign a contract to get the collective bargaining money part of that $20.5 million is because they need it for their name, image, like this.
The school is not supposed to run money through NIL, dude. The school is not supposed to run money through NIL, third party or not. It doesn't matter. That's what they are doing.
They're using
money through third party NIL.
They hired.
That's what it's supposed to do.
They hire another party to facilitate the NIL part of it.
They're not supposed to pay players through NIL like that, dude. It's not.
I think it's called Play Fly or something like that. It's a legal organization
through third party NIL like that. That's not what it's.
It's a legal organization that facilitates.
Third party NIL is supposed to be like Chambliss, Trinidad Chambliss on that stupid corny phone commercial. That's third party NIL. He's not getting that to play quarterback at Ole Miss. At least that's not the way it's supposed to be.
Right, but it's being facilitated. It's being facilitated through these other firms that they partner with AT&T and whatnot to do the deals. That's how they can promise the NIL.
Supposed to do. That's not what they're supposed to do.
It's not. But I'm telling you that's how it's being done.
I understand that's how it's being done. That's not what's supposed to be being done. That's my point. That's not what third-party NIL is for, dude. Third-party NIL is if you got a player that's on your team that's kicking ass and he wants to make some more money, he's supposed to make it through third-party NIL. He's not supposed to get an AT&T contract to cover his play of quarterback at LSU. That's not how it's supposed to work. That's again, the NCAA has no balls, so they're not going to do anything about it. And until they have collective bargaining and they agree on a set of rules that everybody's going to play by. But right now, there are a lot of schools that are not allowing their players to get paid for playing there through third-party NIL because that's the way it was set up to be. But LSU's not doing that. They're not the only ones. Again, I'm not accusing LSU of doing something that they're the only ones doing. And by the way, they're the ones doing it the best right now. So props to them for that. They're going to win because of it. But it's not a level playing field.
Everybody's been cheating since 1920, man. I don't care what anybody.
Well, yeah, I mean, you had $500 handshakes from the time of football.
So we're supposed to believe they're playing all above board now because it's legal.
Yeah, I mean, they still had those handshakes and shit, you know. But I mean, but like a
contract, and we'll cover your money.
Right, that's how they're able to get the revenue share of that $20.5 million. They divide it up. Most of the time, 75% goes to the football program, and the rest is split up between other programs. I don't even agree with that part of it. But needless to say, it is what it is, and we had to deal with it.
I just wanted to be. Go ahead.
Well, unless you want the government to get involved and give an antitrust exemption,
I do.
Dude, you don't want the government involved in this shit because they screw up everything they fucking touch. They gonna want more money themselves.
Dude, I want everybody playing by the same rules. That's what I want. And it's never gonna happen because of shit like right now. Like what's going on right now. It'll never happen unless there's real consequences for breaking the rules. And I'm not talking about the death penalty or anything, but I'm just saying there has to be real consequences for breaking the rules. Otherwise, they're never going to break them because being the top dog in college football is worth too much money. So I get it, but it's not fun. It's not fun when it's just about, like, to me, Texas Tech is not a cool story because it's just them spending money. That's all it is. It's not like that all of a sudden they got great fan base and they all spent a lot. It's just they had some pissed off rich booster donor that just decided we're going to start spending a shitload of money. We're going to, and now all of a sudden Texas Tech is good in football. Like, fuck that, man. I want the rules to be the same so that and I want the cream to rise back to the top. And guess what? LSU will be a part of that too. But this shit with fucking all it's pissing me off. The fact that it's just a wild, wild west, and now it's just going to turn into this pissing match, and it's just going to be who's going to spend the most money. And to me, that's just, again, you're getting away from anything that gives it any kind of, like, it should be about evaluating talent and developing talent and the skill of all of that and great coaching, which, again, if Cignetti's doing what he's doing right now, it's an amazing thing. But,
Raskin said the NIL is moving in-house at universities now.
It is.
What exactly do you mean by that?
So universities are able to, they're going to start directly paying players themselves. It's not going to have to necessarily go through NIL. But NIL is always going to be available. In other words, the way that they were getting paid before is they were getting NIL deals. And now they're about to start directly paying players.
I know y'all don't want to see
this.
They
are paying players.
John Ritchie's talking about at this point the government will have to step in. And I know a lot of people are not a big fan of that, but you might have to have the government step in.
You have to have.
But my thing is, the universities are paying the players through the revenue share deal.
Right. That's right.
Okay. So So you don't want that. You don't want them to even to do that.
No,
Is what you
I'm
asked. I
fine
mean, is
with
what
that.
you're
No,
saying.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. But the whole revenue share was supposed to be everybody was supposed to be spending $20.5 million. And that's not what LSU's spending this year.
No, because there's other businesses and places where you can get their name, image, and likeness deals out there. Let's just call it what it is. The revenue share part of it is pay for play. If you want to call it a stipend, you can call it a stipend. Okay, but for lack of better words, it's pay for play. As far as the universities in the revenue share with the players. Now, as far as the
Cutting out
deal,
on
those go through the clearinghouse, which is the NIL Go. Let me switch to Wi-Fi.
It's LSU on LSU crime tonight.
what now?
LSU on LSU crime tonight.
That's right. LSU on LSU. I tried to put LSU on LSU violence, and YouTube told me that they couldn't. That comment was not allowed on my own freaking live stream. I can't say LSU on LSU violence. They're so stupid and freaking trivial about these damn red flag words, man. They're so retarded, man.
Really
word violence is in the dictionary for a fucking reason, man. Y'all are okay with me saying the word fuck, but y'all want me saying the word violence?
It's ridiculous.
It's crazy, man.
It is, man.
All right, y'all can hear me better.
Yeah.
Okay. I just had to switch Wi-Fi.
You still sound like you got a dick in your mouth. But go ahead.
Well,
it's
actually a big clit.
I'm just messing with you, bro. I'm just messing with you, man. I know you ain't a dick sucker.
Yeah. I don't paint my fingernails either.
Hey, Ryan Williams does. Them Williams boys got it going on, man. They got the fingernail shit going on. You got Caleb Williams and Ryan Williams.
Yeah, I mean, that's why they also he put that fingernail polish rubbed off on that football, and that's why they can catch and hold on to the ball. That's why he threw 3 interceptions.
Yeah, no shit.
But needless to say, as I was saying, like the name of the game is playing and actually paying. Okay, so whether we like it or not, and I don't like it either, because these figures are astronomically insane. Until they do something about it, that the name of the game will be pay or kiss the sidelines.
Well, Fred Bagley's got a good point. The Aggies have tried it. Texas Tech's tried it. Texas is doing it, but they still haven't won a national title doing it. So buying this shit up, man. They don't necessarily equal national titles.
No, you can't buy a championship. Like Killer was saying, you gotta be able to coach and develop at some point. You know what I mean? You got to.
You should be able to. It should matter.
Is that the police coming after you?
Do what?
I'm finna raid his house. Look.
No, it's like, come on, man. I don't know what the hell he's doing. He's after something again.
Big brother after you.
Oh,
it's a coon Sasquatch out there.
Oh, he's he was trying to make his ball in here. Yeah, I shut the damn patio door. I'm in my enclosed patio. It's a 10 nipple
That's
outside.
another team. Rascal brings up Oregon and Phil Knight have been trying to buy a championship for years. They can't do it.
Yeah, but they have a good coach. They're physical. I mean, they should be in the championship this year. You know,
no shit. They should have been in the championship every year. Much money as they spend.
But I mean, yeah, you're right. You can't buy championships. They earn by developing and having good coaching.
I mean, you can sometimes buy it and get a good coach in the process as well, and you have the perfect storm, like you did with Jimmy Johnson back in the day,
and Saban
back in the day. Now you can say back in the day because he's no longer with us, but you just can't do it anymore. I mean, I guess you could, like I said, if you get the right coach in place. So
right, but you don't have the love for the game, so to speak.
They try that in Major League Baseball and pro sports too, and it don't always work out. The Yankees haven't won a title in a long time, right?
Right. I mean, you got to play. It's better to play Moneyball than to pay all these expensive ass contracts. But you gotta have. What would mess it up though is like Kurt Cinetti at Indiana. You know, in 2 years, he's playing for a national championship with a bunch of transfers. Now those transfers, a lot of them came from James Madison with him.
They had 4 starters that were 0 stars coming out of high school.
Yeah,
4 of the stars were 0 stars.
So it's like, how are you gonna, like go back and put the genie in the bottle in the first place, but then you got somebody that's making, putting out results like that, it just doesn't work. To hold up a point, you know what I mean? So then, like I said, the name of the game now is pay the damn players. So we got to do it for the time being. I just wait for the day that college football as a whole goes away from the NCAA and becomes its own entity.
They're gonna end up going broke spending all this money.
I mean, the money that you're spending can be can be put to good use if it's managed properly. I mean, don't get me wrong. Look at the NFL; they're $1 billion organization, and look at the money that goes on in the NFL.
Yeah, they only got 32 teams.
Right. That's the difference. But we need some of these. We need some of these. Well, what I was gonna say was, if we're the participation trophy generation, why not split the Power 4 and the G5 up, and just have you 2 different divisions of it and 2 different national championships, and be done with it.
They're gonna have to eventually. I think they're gonna go to about 48 to 68 teams, somewhere along in there. They're just gonna cherry pick. Big Ten and the SEC is gonna cherry pick the ACC and the Big 12, and then they're gonna branch off and they're gonna have a Division I AA again or some shit.
Pretty much.
Teams like Wake Forest, for example, they'd probably get left behind. Shit like that. If you're a Demon Deacon, sorry.
I'm not happy about the government getting involved in anything, by the way. government running anything is a nightmare.
I'm not happy with it either, but at some point you're like, who else is going to fix it? I mean, nobody wants to listen to anybody about the rules that's in place. They just want to go by their own rules. Like you said, they find little loopholes around it, talk about third parties and how we can do this and that, and how the school's not really paying them when the school's funneling money through Toyota here in Tuscaloosa to the players and shit like that. So
that's the problem.
Hey, don't write out your program.
What's that?
I said, don't write out your program.
Run out where?
Your program.
My program.
Don't write out Alabama.
What, write them all?
Right out Alabama.
Yeah,
I don't care, man. That shit don't bother me. I got more haters on my side than any of my rivals. I got more Alabama fans that dislike me than probably LSU and Oklahoma fans.
No, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree with that shit. I've seen that.
Other than USC, maybe. USC hates me for real.
Well,
right.
What the hell is USC? I mean,
the only two teams that's ever tried to contact me or threaten my family were USC fans and Alabama fans. Nobody else has done that but Alabama and USC.
Alabama fans did that to you?
Yeah, I mean, one guy called me and said, I'm gonna wait your daughter's getting off the bus and blah blah blah.
Wow.
And well, didn't one of them call someone a job and try to get it fired?
USC, you had a USC fan call my daughter. They always target my daughter for some reason.
Pussies.
Yeah.
Now, you're talking about something that happened back in the Facebook group days. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You try to get me in trouble for some crimes I committed on Facebook.
I couldn't remember who done what.
It wasn't really me. It was actually an Oklahoma guy that done it. He was in our group.
What's Big Train talking about?
He's talking about this Oklahoma guy. I can't remember his name now. He went and called this guy's house and told him that actually called his wife at her job and told her that he was cheating on her in the Facebook group. And she went there and saw it, and shit hit the fan. I guess she divorced him. I don't know.
Yeah, I forget the dude's name.
Why it don't bother me, man. I got thick skin when it comes to that shit. They think it's going to scare me off. It just makes me worse.
I mean, that's the thing, though. I mean, people don't understand. It's like you can talk a lot of shit in a safe place.
Hey, them Oklahoma fans were ruthless too on Facebook. Remember Richard Mitz?
Yeah.
You know your girl, what's her name, Amy?
Hey, Amy.
You know when she went off and was like, block me.
Block me.
Yeah, you recorded that.
I don't want to record it.
Yeah.
Wait, what happened?
There's an LSU girl. She got mad at me and Richard Mitz. More Richard Mitz. He's an Oklahoma guy. He could talk some smack now, but he couldn't take it in return.
What's that?
But he got her so riled up, she started screaming. We recorded her. She's like, block me, you fucking bastard, or something. And she's like,
she's from Shreveport
anymore.
She's from Shreveport, so you know how they are there.
Oh yeah.
One thing good in Shreveport is the casinos.
That's just East Texas, man. That's all it is.
Yep, that's Northeast Texas.
I went to 3 Independence Bowls there when Alabama sucked ass. So I don't know if they ever say I'm a bandwagon fan.
I mean, you probably had fun.
I did. The LSU people hooked me up with a tent where it was all you can eat and all you can drink booze, man. I went to that Colorado game, Alabama, Colorado. I didn't give a shit if we won or lost.
It's the best. It's the best tailgate in the country by far.
Man, I probably gained 20 pounds that day. Probably took about 2 years off my life.
Hell yeah.
That's probably why you got diabetes now.
I know y'all got me diabetes down there at Shreveport, man.
And then you didn't even go to the best part of the state. They don't season their food up there.
That's a fact. That is a fact.
I mean, they because anything north of Alexandria, well, really I-10, but I'll give some grace and say Alexandria. Yeah, they don't season their food.
Dude, I was coming back when I was a freshman at OU. I was driving back, and all my friends at the time in Baton Rouge, in Louisiana, you can still, in parts of Louisiana, you can still drink at 18. So all my friends were freshmen at LSU, and they were going out every night to the bar, getting hammered. And we couldn't drink under 21 in Oklahoma. So I was coming home.
Yeah, right.
I mean, we drank, but you couldn't do it legally at a bar.
Legally.
Yeah. You couldn't go to a bar and show your ID and get in at 18 in Oklahoma. And so I was driving back home for one of the reasons that I can't remember. One of the trips was probably Mardi Gras or something. And as soon as I got into the state, I couldn't wait to get back into the state because I was gonna be able to drink again. I was driving home, so I stopped at a gas station in Shreveport, and I got my gas, and I went and picked up a 6-pack of beer, put it on the counter. But she looked at me like I was crazy. Like, and I was like, that's all right. I'm 18. She goes, oh, we don't sell to 18. And she's like, and that's when I realized, oh yeah, this is different. Like the state line, there should be in North Louisiana, South Louisiana. The state line should be right across Alexandria. Everything north of Alexandria is not the same.
No, it's not. It's not.
Alexandria is not really the same either, but it's not north.
It's a little buffer. There's a buffer zone.
Yeah,
too close to Arkansas.
Yeah, we call it South Arkansas. Like Shreveport and Monroe and Ruston and all that, we call all that South Arkansas.
Y'all trying to push them off from everybody. Y'all trying to give them to East Texas and South Arkansas.
Yeah.
They ain't us.
Yeah.
That ain't what I grew up in. Fuck that.
I mean, Louisiana has like 3 or 4 different cultures.
That's right.
In it. At least 3 or 4, if not 4 or 5.
Well, you definitely have New Orleans.
New Orleans is different than South West Louisiana.
Yeah. Oh yeah. North. That's what I'm saying. New Orleans is its own thing.
Right. The 504 is itself.
Yeah. And then you got Acadiana. You got the capital. You got the Baton Rouge spot, the capital. Then you got the heart of Acadiana, and then you got the western, southwest, and north.
Right.
At least that.
Yeah, like Lake Charles and all that. They're part of Texas, in my opinion.
Rascal thinks that's pretty funny about the crimes on Facebook. He thinks we're playing around about that, but
no, that's true stories.
Some pretty ruthless shit went down. I got blamed for most of it. I'm like, man, I knew it was going to happen. I didn't discourage it, but I didn't do it. I might have encouraged it a little bit, but I didn't actually do it.
Oh yeah, you ate some shit on. I remember that.
There was this guy that used to have a SEC group, man. This Tennessee guy, man, and I back then, didn't have a lot of rules in place. It's sort of like the college football with the NIL now. It was just like the Wild Wild West on Facebook. You could just go and change. You go change your name every day.
Twitter is.
You can go change your name every day, and I changed my name to the moderator of the group and joined the group. First, I joined the group as a fake name. Then I changed the fake name to his name. So when everybody went to bed about 1 o'clock in the morning, I went and told everybody there was a virus linked to the group, and everybody needed to leave the group. So when he woke up in the morning, he had lost 3,000 members. So that's the kind of shit they're talking about.
Some group sabotage. You can sabotage some shit. I mean, I had my fun too.
That one I was directly responsible for. That's the one I'll take credit for right there. But he deserved it because he kicked me out of his group.
Man, we used to get into it, and I know you're one of your favorite people in the whole world, Brad Trice, or Tears, or whatever his name is. Got into it.
Dang,
And then,
that used to be Killer Breeze's favorite. That used to be Killer Breeze's favorite USC guy. He's like, what happened to Daniel Bitzer?
Good old Danny Boy. Danny Boy ain't going to show his face until USC starts doing something on the football field. He's second.
I actually blocked Danny because he kept just blowing up my damn feeds.
The very second that Daniel Bitzer and the USC starts winning, we'll start hearing from Daniel Bitzer right away.
They still ain't made the playoffs.
No. I mean, they came close.
They didn't even make the playoffs in the 4-team era.
I mean,
they can't even make it in 12 teams, and they still can't make it.
Well,
that's why the Big Ten wants to go to 24. They want USC skittle shitters to be able to get in.
Well, yeah, they see now that the SEC went to 9 conference games. See, Sankey called their bluff. They were like, "Okay, we'll go to 9 conference games.
Yeah.
You know, we'll sacrifice an undefeated or one lost team. You know, making it or whatever the case may be. We'll call you bluff, but we're going to 16 teams. That's why Sankey is adamant about going to 16 because we had to play 9 conference games. I mean, they got cupcakes built into their conference. We got to schedule cupcakes.
The Big Ten
reneged on that deal because I know what you're talking about. They sort of reneged on that.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Now it looks like we just played ourselves because we're going to get 9 games, conference games, and we're still going to be at 12 when it's all set.
Yeah, we're just going to catch 9 more losses, right?
That's why I would have been like, we go to 9 whenever the playoffs expand to 16. Otherwise, we're staying at 8. I mean.
Well,
because I mean, the schedule is brutal enough at 8, much less at 9. I mean,
Alabama, and Oklahoma, and LSU and teams like that were scheduling Power 4 teams. We weren't scheduling cupcakes. We were scheduling Power 4 teams early in the season, so it was just like we were playing 9 conference games. It's just that teams like USC wasn't in our conference, but they were a Power 4 team, which would be just like playing a 9th conference game.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, you got. I mean, you play another Power 4 opponent on top of the 9. At that.
Alabama played 2. We played Florida State and Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Right. This year, yeah. So next year you got to play a Power 4 opponent and non-conference games.
We ought to just merge with the Big 12 and form our own Southern League.
Either that, or that. Fuck it. Let's all go independent.
Yeah.
Like Notre Dame.
I'll be down with the independent shit.
Notre Dame. I mean, they about to get in if they in the ranked in the top 12. They can schedule all G5 schools and they'll get in.
USC done dropped them.
Yeah.
They went and picked up BYU, the team they refused to play in the bowl game.
Yeah, I mean USC puts it out on that one.
If I was this minor bowls, or they won't do it, but if I was those mid-card bowls, I wouldn't invite Notre Dame anymore because it's going to be a year where Notre Dame's 7-5 and they'll want to go to a bowl, and I'd be like, nope, nope, I ain't inviting you. Screw that shit.
Nope.
Gentlemen, I got to bounce, man. I got work in the morning.
All right, Killer.
Don't bounce too hard.
I'll see y'all later, man.
Somebody's got to pay the taxes to fund the illegal daycares.
That's right.
That's right.
He's fixing to go bounce Lori. He's fixing to go bounce Lori on his lap.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
On that word, I'm out.
All right.
That got rid of him quick.
Oh, real quick. I mean, I'm gonna have to know the scoop about that one.
What's that?
I said I'm gonna have to know the scoop about that one.
Which one? Oh, Lori?
The way he bounced out.
Yeah. He's fixing
I'm gonna have to know the scoop about that.
She's fixing to ride. She's gonna
It
get
can either be good or bad. And it can't be both.
She's finna saddle up.
I mean, is that a good thing or a bad thing? That's the thing.
That girl with the big booty earlier, she needs to saddle up. You think?
Yeah, I mean, that's whenever I came into the video was whenever you were playing it. I came in at the right time.
That's right.
I had never that.
It's like like Ryan Thibodeau's about to be in here. I'm about to play something perverted on here.
I mean, yeah, it's like magical, you know.
It's pretty magical.
Like we're linked, you know. We got ESP or something.
You know, they got something called instant replay. You want an instant replay of that?
Go ahead.
See,
I don't mind. Like, I don't mind looking at it a second or a third time. Shut baby. That's beauty, Miss Moore. That's beauty, Miss.
I don't think that's AI. I think that was real. I think that's legit.
No, I think it's real. I don't think that's AI. No, the ass might not be real. The ass might not be real.
Maybe,
but
it was jiggling a little. It had a natural.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen some fake titties jiggle too. You know.
Rascal says, "Yeah, this sucks having to work tomorrow on MLK Day."
Yeah, we can't celebrate.
You know, it's Robert E. Lee's birthday too, right? They're born on the same day.
Oh well, hey, that's pretty damn cool.
Let me ask you something. I ain't trying to be mean. I'm not, and y'all don't be calling me racist. I seriously am curious as to why we have people off on MLK Day and not on George Washington's birthday and not on Abraham Lincoln's birthday. And why is it the MLK birthday gets a day off? I think it's called patronizing. What do you think?
It's all selective. I mean, to be honest with you, why are we not all off on election day?
Exactly.
I mean, it the votes count that much.
Exactly.
But you got mail-in voting and all that crap that they don't want to get rid of.
What about college football Saturdays? We should be off every Saturday.
I would, me as a DJ, I would put a ban on no weddings on Saturdays from September through the middle of January. Or I tell you what, I'll compromise through Christmas.
Yeah. Well, in those foreign countries like Brazil and Argentina and Germany and stuff, when they have a big soccer game, they shut down everything.
Yeah. I mean, they jump in the streets and all kind of crap. I mean,
it's a big to go to Brazil, man. Have you ever been to Brazil?
No, but I've seen enough reason why I would want to go.
The Brazilian booty.
Yeah, but I heard there's liberal as shit over there too.
Really?
Yeah.
I ain't going down there then. I guess I'll just go to Venezuela since we own that shit now.
Yeah. Yeah, you either go there or pretty soon you either go to Greenland. Hey, look up.
I ain't going to Greenland. I hate cold weather.
Well, I don't either. But look up Miss Greenland 2025.
They got an actual Miss Greenland.
Look it up. I seen it today. Oh, look it up. It's worth it.
I'll look it up right now.
Yep. If you can find the video, play the video. It's like a minute long video. A minute and a half at the most.
Oh yeah.
On YouTube.
Oh, you
Of the Chronic.
Keep them busy in the chat real quick.
All right. Let me what? I'll have the chat open.
Okay.
So I can't quite see
I'm
you.
gonna look it up right now. All right. Greenland 20. I didn't know they had that many women in Greenland, man. I thought there was only like 30,000 people in Greenland.
The population is only roughly 55 to 56,000 people.
What's that?
The population is roughly 55 to 56,000 people. I mean, but those Danish girls are freaking.
See, Denmark owns Greenland, so this was actually I guess she was from Greenland and went to Denmark for the competition, right?
I'm not sure, but she is Miss Greenland. I know that much. I came across it on X, and I was like, God dang.
She looks like an Eskimo. Hold on. You see that?
Yeah, but look at every girl in there.
There's a Miss Denmark competition. So
Okay.
Denmark owns Greenland. Let's see.
Som ambassadør er ikke kun Miss Danmark-konkurrencen, men nu får du din helt
They
egen
don't
titel,
speak English, so
nemlig som
you can.
Miss Grønland. Og se, hvem der kommer her bagved.
But look at all the other girls.
I see that blue one. Holy mother of God.
Et lille sash.
I need to find the picture of her in a bathing suit.
She looks like
golly.
she looks like she's Eskimo. Like, what do they call it? Inuits?
Yeah, I guess.
She looks like she's got some Eskimo in her for real. I ain't being funny. I'm being serious. Because she looks a little Asian. Because the Eskimos look a little Asian. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like Japanese, Asian, you know.
Mm-hmm.
No, I get what you're saying. I mean, I don't care.
That girl behind her in the blue, man, she was jacked up in the booty area.
Shit, they all look good in that video.
They couldn't even spell Denmark right.
No,
They had Denmark.
That's why we need to take it over. Yeah, I mean the Brits don't even know how to spell properly.
They spelled Denmark like that Somalian daycare spelled learning. They spelled
it's the Learning Center.
It's the Leering Center. We're leering at everybody. You sound like a pervert. What are you leering at, little kids? Little imaginary kids? Bunch of drop dead Freds. You ever seen that movie? Drop Dead Fred?
Yeah, I've seen it. Did you see the whole 40-minute video that Nick Shirley did?
Yeah, I saw that shit.
Yeah. I need to watch part 2.
We done a video on that shit, man. Kill Breeze a couple of weeks back or a week ago.
Yeah, I need to watch part 2 of it. I hadn't gotten around to it yet.
All right, brother. I guess I'm gonna get up out of here too. It's getting a little late.
Yep. It's almost 11 o'clock.
All right, man. I appreciate you coming on, man.
All right, not a problem.
All right, we'll check you later.
All right, later, man.
It was Killer Breeze, the consummate Oklahoma Roughneck, and Ryan Thibodeau, a.k.a. Big Train Kelly, a.k.a. Big Cojones Kelly, a.k.a. rat me out about my Facebook crimes. Thanks a lot, Big Train. You made me confess, man. Damn, man. I'm trying to be a kinder and gentler JPC. Not really. But anyway, if you don't mind, like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Those are all free. That's the big four, absolutely free. Also, you can join the Outlaw Posse for $2.99 a month, 75 cents a week. That's just a half a bottle of water for the Outlaw. You get your badge, you get deputized. You get a random Four Horsemen shout out, as well as possibly the comment of the day, like those guys earlier in the show did. Get you that badge. Get in the Outlaw Posse. $2.99 a month, 75 cents a week. Also, this thing will go to podcast, and if you want to donate to the channel through their little money dollar sign in the heart, you can do that. And then right here, if you want to cut the middleman out, as you can see in the scroll coming across here, money dollar sign JPC 316 on Cash App or JPC 316 on Venmo, and it can help me get around the censorship that is YouTube. KMCA to all the other teams, class is now dismissed.